need to wait on that.
I was waiting for the second.
Okay.
Good morning, Living Hope Church. For those of you who don't know, and I have to say this every time, if you don't know, I am the librarian here at the church. We have a really extensive collection upstairs, so if you ever want to check it out or have any questions, you can let me know, but you're free to go up there and check out books. I'm going to continue reading from A Case for Christmas. I wanted to read from this for December. And if you weren't here before, this is Lee Strobel basically investigating to prove that Jesus is God and was the baby born in the manger, that he is the Messiah. And so the passage I wanted to read today was actually, he was investigating a man who, let's see, go back a little bit. He had a bit of a troubled past, never read from the New Testament, by the way. He didn't believe in Jesus, he believed in God. And he went to school at some point. He's actually a professor in the New Testament, and he's also a teacher of divinity and the Old Testament as well. So I wanted to go over, after he started reading the New Testament, after seeing a minister chained to a cross protesting his church being closed. The minister challenged him to read the New Testament for the first time, and when he did, he discovered that it does connect to Jesus, and it made him investigate further and try to prove, well, maybe this is Jesus. So after going through this and realizing that Jesus is God, he went to a gathering in the desert, still living his life the way he was, doing drugs, doing all sorts of bad stuff. And it says, this section is called Epiphany in the Desert. And it says that he and some friends headed to the Mojave Desert for a getaway. Spiritually, he was feeling conflicted. Sitting among the desert scrub, he recalled the words someone had spoken to him on Sunset Strip. You're either on God's side or Satan's side. He believed in the embodiment of evil, and that's not whose side he wanted to be on. So he prayed, God, I've got to come to the end of this struggle. I have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that Jesus is the Messiah. I need to know that you, as the God of Israel, want me to believe this. And he said that as he was telling Lee Strobel this, he hesitated and it took a little bit to explain to him how he experienced God after praying that. He said, the best I can put together out of that experience is that God objectively spoke to my heart. He convinced me experientially that he exists. At that point, out in the desert, in my heart, I said, God, I accept Jesus into my life. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with him, but I want him. I've pretty much made a mess of my life, and I need you to change me. And he says that, in that moment, God began to change him and continues to this day. He said his friends noticed that he had changed, and there's just something different about him. He says, all he would tell them was, I can't explain what happened. All I know is that there's someone in my life, and it's someone who's holy, who's righteous, who's a source of positive thoughts about life, and I just feel whole. Whole in a way I've never felt before. And I just wanted to read that because he hears you. It's in his timing that he hears you, and he will answer your prayers. And he is that. He's holy, he's righteous, and he makes you whole.
Amen.